So there I was, 18 years old, senior in high school, about to graduate, down to my last 14 cents to my name. 14 cents in my account, bro. And honestly, like at this point in my life, I was pretty used to being broke. Like I was used to never having enough money for nothing. I remember they used to sell chicken sandwiches for $5 at school. And I used to like have to budget my money to figure out how I'm gonna spend $5. They was Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, by the way. I know a good question is probably like, bro, if you struggling to spend $5, like why are you spending it on a chicken sandwich? I was hungry. I started thinking and I'm like, I'm not really bothered too much by the fact that I'm broke for the simple fact that I live with my parents, you know what I'm saying? I know as soon as I graduate, I'm about to go get a job. I don't gotta pay no bills. Like I'm not about to get evicted or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm broke, but at the same time, I got nothing to lose type shit. But that was only because I got two hardworking parents that did what they were supposed to do to put me in this position. But then I started thinking like, damn, what if my parents wasn't here for some reason? Like what if something happened to my parents, or what if they couldn't take care of me? What if I had to take care of them? What if I had to come help them? I couldn't. I got 14 cents in my account. I started to think like, if they couldn't pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? If they couldn't put food on the table, they couldn't go to work for whatever reason. Or maybe if I had parents that wasn't responsible with their money. Like what if my parents had a problem financially to where they couldn't provide for me and they needed my help? And I'm just sitting here with 14 cents in my account, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like I never made money before, you know what I'm saying? I had a job before. I done got birthday money before, like Christmas money. I done had $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 in my account before, you know, not crazy money. But money. But now I'm sitting here with 14 cents in my account. And if somebody I loved needed my help, I couldn't help them. Financially, at least. And that's one of the main things that terrified me, especially realizing I was a grown man at that point. You know, so I was 18. I just turned 18 like probably like a month ago at that point. Still in high school at this point. I guess like reality kind of just hit me like, damn, I'm a legally grown man. And I'm broke. The thing is, what I just said sound like a nightmare, but it's gonna happen one day. Like it's gonna be a time when your parents, for whatever reason, they're not gonna be able to take care of you, whether it's because they get too old and they can't work or they pass away. Those are basically the two main reasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen one day. And it was crazy to me because I'm sitting there like, I literally can't fathom a version of me that can have enough money in my bank account to pay whatever amount of money for rent and pay money for my car note and my car bills and be paying for gas and groceries. I couldn't even fathom a version of myself providing all the stuff that my parents provide for me for myself. Like I was just thinking about all the little stuff like deodorant, lotion, a pair of drawers. Like if I need anything, I just will ask my mom, can you buy me a pack of t-shirts? Can you buy me a pack of whatever I need? In that moment, I realized how much distance was in between the amount of money I had and the amount of money I need to be making to live somewhat comfortably. And that shit started to stress me out because being broke hit completely different when you grown, bro. You realize you an adult and the amount of time that you got to depend on for somebody else, it's dwindling down. And I was getting to the point where it's gonna be just you. You gotta make it do what it do. And I feel like the older you get, whether people want to admit it or not, the older you get without being able to take care of yourself. I'm talking about shit like buy stuff for yourself, pay your own bills, drive yourself around, put a roof over your head, all that type of shit. Like provide for yourself. Like there's no type of dependency on nobody when it comes to your financials. I feel like the older you get without making it to that level, the less respect really like all people have for you, but I would say like the less respect your family has for you, especially your parents. They love you, but how they supposed to respect you when they got to keep giving you money and lending you money? They love you, that's why they doing this shit. But like it's gonna be really hard for you to really have that respect if you always got to borrow money from them. You asking your mama to buy you a pack of t-shirts. Me. She actually bought this t-shirt right here. I'm sure my parents love me to death, but it's gonna be hard for them to really respect me as a man, and I can't provide for myself, let alone I can't even help them if they needed me. So far we got two problems. You can't help your loved ones or yourself when you need help. That's really two problems within itself. Can't help out, can't solve problems. Some problems, a lot of problems. A lot of problems are caused by money. The second problem, you get less respect from your family and from people in general. One other terrible thing about being broke, you can never really live on your own terms. So it's like if you can't take care of yourself, it's always gonna be somebody or something that you gotta depend on. So wherever they go, you gotta go. Whatever they tell you to do, you gotta do it. Whatever they say you can't do, you can't do it. And I mean, this is common sense, but like growing up, I used to always be so mad when my parents would tell me like, oh, do your chores or clean up or go cut the grass or do something or whatever, fuck around the house. In my brain, I'm like, bro, this is their house, so they should clean it. Like, this is your house, you pay bills, you bought it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be cleaning this shit. You know what I'm saying? Around 16, 17, 18, like it kind of just clicked for me like, okay, especially 18. I'm like, bro, I'm a grown ass man. I'm a legally grown ass man just living in a house, not paying no bills, eating up all their groceries. And I've been doing this my whole life. Like since I was a kid, like living in my parents' house, obviously. But like I said, being broke, being a bum, it hits different when you become grown, bro. Cause it's no longer just like, oh, I'm at home chilling. It's more like you feel so like in the way, like, damn, nigga, your big ass is in the house, just not paying no bills, not providing no value, eating up all the food. Like my dad get up, go to work, I'm in the bed, he come home, I'm still in the bed. And shit like that also contributes to why your family will have less respect for you. One of the things about being broke that a lot of men don't want to admit, it's gonna make it significantly harder for you to attract a girl or keep a girl. Me personally, bro, it would be embarrassing for me to even try to date a female knowing that I'm broke. Like if you go on a date and you stressing about how much it's gonna cost, you shouldn't be going on that date. Whether you believe it or not, I don't know why somebody wouldn't believe this, but relationships cost money, bro. Especially for a man, bro. Relationships is like an extra bill. Going on dates, going on trips. I'm not saying like y'all gonna be spending money every day. I'm not saying y'all gotta spend money on every day. I can go to the park, but I'm like, bro, there's no point in trying to like sugarcoat this shit. Like when you go on a date with a girl, bro, you're going to end up spending some money, bro. Every time. Not even just that. Not even just going out with girls. Just going out in general. You're going to end up having to spend money on something, whether it's to get a ticket to get in somewhere, to buy a snack, to buy some food, pay for parking, whatever it is, bro. But paying for dates is gonna be one of the main things, because as a man, I say like 95% of the time, you expected to pay for a date, bro. Like a girl might pay for the date a couple times, you know what I'm saying, just to, you know, be generous, you know what I'm saying. She might say, I don't care about your money, shit like that, you know what I'm saying. But imagine you in a relationship and y'all going on dates, you know what I'm saying, and every date y'all go on, y'all just paying separately for y'all meals, you know what I'm saying. I feel like to her, that wouldn't even feel like a date, especially if y'all doing that shit every time. Or better yet, imagine she pay for your food every time. But that was like a regular thing in a relationship, like every time y'all go on a date, she paying for your food. I feel like you couldn't even feel like a man at that point. Like your girlfriend paying for all your meals and shit. I guess you a pimp. I guess you pimping, I guess. I don't know. And imagine how this woman feels having to pay for all her man's meals. So all I'm gonna say, bro, is if you go on a date with a girl, bro, and you make her pay for her own food, or God forbid you make her pay for your food, like, oh my gosh, she most likely won't go on another date with you, bro. Because 99% of dudes that she can be with, or that she has been with, would have paid for the food. Therefore, that's gonna make you come across as way less desirable than most other men. And once again, like, this is not even just for like dating, just the way the society sees you in general. Like people will stereotype you. Once people find out that you broke, or they start noticing like broke tendencies, broke behavior from you, they will start stereotyping you. Now it's 3 main stereotypes I can think of, you know what I'm saying. It's probably a million other stereotypes I just didn't think about. Comment them down below if you could think about them. But the first one is irresponsible. If a person sees that you can't even manage your money right, you're a grown adult that's fully capable of getting a job, and you walk around here broke, like how could they not assume that you're irresponsible? Even if they don't assume that you're irresponsible, they definitely won't assume that you are responsible. The second stereotype is lazy. Like once again, you're a grown adult that's fully capable of getting a job, you're fully capable of making money, you know what I'm saying, in some type of way. So when a lot of people see you as a broke person, they're going to assume like, hey, this person is lazy. He's not getting above his ass and getting to it, you know what I'm saying? Therefore, this nigga is lazy. It's not a good look. The third stereotype is unreliable. Like I was saying towards the beginning of the video, if your loved ones or your family call you for help and you can't help them, that's the perfect example of being unreliable. Like if you can't even manage your money correctly, you know what I'm saying, why should I rely on you for anything? Like, you know, so from all them stereotypes I just listed, imagine trying to make friends or trying to get a girlfriend or something like that, you know what I'm saying. Like, are these good traits to have? And the truth is, you might not even have all these traits, but people are going to stereotype you that way. I'm not saying you gotta be rich by any means, but being broke is definitely the worst position you can be in. But if you agree with this video or don't agree with this video, you know what I'm saying, be sure to comment that down below. Follow my Instagram, like the video, subscribe. We out.